Hi, and welcome to another episode 2 of Cupcakes, Cocktails, and Conversation. My name is Nicole Ashley, and today I'm going to be talking about reintegration, reclaiming the household. All right, so we're talking about reclaiming the household. If you watched my last video, you know that I was away for uh, almost a year, and now I'm home and I gotta reclaim what is mine. So what I'm drinking today is a little mommy juice. This is Stella Rosa, semi-sweet. If you are somebody like me who did not like red wine at all, it is good to kind of start with low Stella Rosa because they have a sweet red wine, and that really helped me change my palate a little bit to drink like a dry red wine. So I actually appreciate red wine nowadays, and I do not want it cold either. But anyway, moving on. Cheers to you. I got my Stella Rosa red wine, and it is delicious. And wine is fine. That is what I have to use when I reintegrate back in this house. So I came home for about 35 days, and then I left again for another 30 days. And then so now I've been home for, by the time you watch this video, I've been home for 2 weeks. And of those 2 weeks, I only was home for a week because I went to New York to go babysit my nieces and nephews. My niece and my nephews. So, in and out. But anyway, reintegration. Reintegration is super important and it's super hard about how you do it. You know, it just depends on what your role is in the house. And as the mom and as a family who has like these semi-traditional roles, I'm not a super traditional person, but I'm a semi-traditional person. You know, I believe that the inside of the house belongs to the woman. Well, at least it belongs to me. I believe the outside belongs to the man. You know, that's just kind of how I seen things when I was raised. You know, my mom took care of the inside, and my dad was all about the lawn, the gardening, and all that other stuff. You know, my mom's focus was the kids. You know, both of my parents worked, but my mom was more of that super focused on the kids, and then with my dad's support and help. So it's just kind of how I was raised. My mom cooked. My dad can cook. You know, there's certain things that my mom would just not cook. She would make the collard greens because my dad's from the South, and you know, he makes it good, and she can make it, but my dad does it. He fries the fish. She just fried fish for the first time. So it's like this semi-traditional thing that we have going on. It worked for my parents. I like the way it worked out. You know, my husband and I are both people who like to work, and we appreciate a working household, but we also appreciate the fact that, you know, I'm willing to cook. You know, that we split our bills however we split it. But at the end of the day, this house belongs to me. You know, I run the house. I run the fully functionality of the house, which is allows him to do what he needs to do as the primary breadwinner, I guess you can call it, the person who makes more. I think even if the roles were reversed and I made more money than him, which I have at times in our life, it'd still be the same because that's just my personality. I'm going to run the house. I want things a certain way. You know, I want things to look a certain way. My house has a little bit of a stage presence to it. I like it to be neat. I like it to function a certain way. I like things where they're supposed to be. You know, I'd be gone and I'd look in the background of the camera. I'm like, why is that on the chair? That don't belong on the chair. Like growing up, we used to put all our coats on the banister. I know it probably drove my mother crazy. But like you come home, you take your jacket, you're in the foyer, you take your jacket off, you put it on the banister. And it'd be like a stockpile of coats on the banister. Now mind you, you come into my house, you walk through the hallway, and sometimes they put stuff in the banister. Now the difference is you pass the closet that you can put the coats in. So you don't need the banister. When I grew up, we had that. My house growing up is beautiful. It's super old. It's well over 100 years old. So it's just, you know, things were built differently. These newer homes. But it's like you got a coat closet. So why is the stuff on the banister? Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I digress. Little things like that, trying to just find your groove. You know, these two people have been home doing it by themselves without me. Without me. So essentially, it's like, do you need me? And the answer is no. And the same thing in reverse. You know, when my daughter was 1 year old, my husband left. He went to Korea for a year. It was the best decision for our family, based off a whole lot of other things. But he left for a year, and I had a 1 year old. And I did it all by myself. Single parents do it all by themselves all the time. Like, it's a possibility. The question is, do you really want to? You know, we are stronger together than we are separate. Take two pieces of twine, put it together. It's stronger. It's stronger. It's a stronger bond together. You can make this a better connection. You can make. We're a partnership. My husband and I, we're partners. Like, no matter anything else, we are partners and we work better together. So, coming home, I had to like navigate my way into just taking back some of my responsibilities, I guess. I don't really want to call it responsibilities, the things I like to do, you know, and trying to navigate my way through not pushing aside all the things they did without me. You know, my husband was still he would let me sleep, which essentially, like, when I first got home, I did need to sleep in a bit. Like, I needed to rest. You know, time difference was a challenge, and just a lot of the anxiety you deal with that I didn't know I was gonna have to deal with. But a lot of those things I had to deal with. So, you know, he would let me rest, but he was still taking her to school, and he was still making her lunch. I mean, we're not taking her to school, taking her to camp, and taking the kids to camp and making their lunch for them, because we also had my stepdaughter for the summer. So, and I got to see her, I was very happy that I made it home in time to see her, because I was super late for coming home. I was supposed to have been home, and I was super late. But, you know, seeing, he was still just doing everything, and I'm like, hey, I'm here, I can help. And as much as I know that he would love for me to take over, he was already in a rhythm that I had to now like double dutch, like, let me in now, can I get now, and it's like I couldn't get in. I just drank my wine. And then at the same time as me trying to reintegrate in the house, I was also trying to fix everything that wasn't done in the house to my standards. My dog is over here. Look at that. Look at him. His cute shelf. Interrupting. But anyway, there we go. So, you know, I was trying to get all those things done and just find my way back in the home without bullying my way and be like, my way is the right way. What you've been doing for the last year sucks, and you need to rethink about doing it. There's absolutely no way that you can come back into a situation like that, because once again, these people have been doing it without you for so long. And it's like, I really don't. We function, and we function well. Like, she got all her edges still, which she told me, got all her edges. And I came home tripping. I came home, you know, not trying to trip, but at the same time, I was like, I need you to hear me. I need you to hear the things that wasn't done. You know, I felt a little like there was like a Band-Aid put on the home, and the home wasn't taken care of the way I would take care of it. But it wasn't like, my house wasn't dirty and things of that nature. And he got a bunch of stuff done while I was gone. He had my bar put together when I was gone. Well, him and my dad did it. Got the floors done, got a fireplace, and a new wall built in the bedroom. That's amazing. Got the basement painted over, got the first floor painted over, because that builder's paint sucks. Like, he just did these amazing things, and it's just like, I don't want you to think that I'm not appreciative, because guess what, a lot of men won't do this voluntarily, and you voluntarily was like, go ahead, go deploy and do what you gotta do, and I'll hold down the fort. And then here I come, stomping with my combat boots on, like, yeah, but I don't like none of this. I like this, but I don't like that. And you should do it my way. So I just had to really just find like the rhythm of everything and what made sense to our family. And I'm still trying to figure it out. This is like my first full week back. Like school has started. So just learning how to do the crazy drop offs. I only seen these drop offs on TV, and I feel under pressure. These little carpool lanes, and you got to throw the kid out the car real quick. And I feel, even when they get in the car, it's like, all right, let's just drive off because you don't want to hold up the line, and then you got to go, and that's a whole nother story about the stress. But I'm just trying to be back without bulldozing my way back. And then I can't even be back in a full battle rhythm because I'm not working right now. Since my company lost their contract, but it's nonetheless. So I feel that he's upstairs, working, teleworking, or whatever, and there's no reason why we should have that same dynamic that we were having before. Like I would cook, and if I cook, I'm not washing no daggone dishes. I just cooked you a meal. Now, mind you, I clean as I go, so whatever's left, that's on you. I'm not cleaning the table. I'm not cleaning nothing. But now it's like, well, might as well just do all of it because I'm a housewife. Nothing about me says housewife. I swear it doesn't. I'm not even close. Okay, I'm in transition. But anyway, that reintegration process, even with like, kids still needs discipline. Kids still needs corrections. And you want to be able to correct your child without pushing them away because you've been gone for a year, so you want to love on them and you want to nourish them and you want to do all these things, but you're still not going to get away with murder. Like the child said to me this morning, she said, "Mommy, why is my breakfast not ready?" I'm sorry, who are you talking to? Who are, I'm so confused. I said, when did I don't work for you? Like I'm trying to figure out when I started working for the child. And she had me effed up. If I can curse out my daughter, I'm like, you have me effed up. You got me confused with somebody else, and you might want to fix it. So, meanwhile, I still have to impose discipline and make corrections because what you're not going to do is be one of these little bratty kids out here. I see how these kids are being raised, and they just doing whatever, and I'm not going to have that. But I still gotta be gentle because I left. I was gone, and I need her to know that mommy loves her. Same thing with my husband. I have to let him know that I appreciate him and I love him, but I need my house to function. And I'm just trying to find my way back into a rhythm, just not home, but family and friends and all these things, and get the house clean the way I want it and reorganizing. Like I came here like a gangbuster and started throwing stuff out and rearranged the whole basement and decorate. I know he was like, here she go again, like a little Tasmanian devil. OCD. And I'm a little controlling. What do you want me to do? But I think it's gonna take time. And I think that's like the thing with all people in this situation, military, people that work, that contract overseas, and things of that nature. You have to find a nice rhythm of how to ease your way back without insulting the people that were there for you while you were gone. You have to understand where they're coming from. You have to understand that while you were gone, life still went on. Like life couldn't stop because you were gone. Like life didn't stop because I was gone. People still had to do stuff. People still had to function. And I was in this whole other thing making, it's just day by day. This functionality at home still has to go on. It's the same old. Whereas when I was gone, it was new every day, even though the situation was terrible over there. But it's the same thing that I told my husband when he was gone. Like for him, it's just like every day is different in Korea, and every day is the same in here. I still have to get to work. I still have to get the kid. I still have to get her dressed. I still got take care of it. I gotta clean the house. I gotta cook. I gotta do all these things. I gotta make sure everything runs the same way it did with 2 people, but now I gotta do it with 1 person. And not a lot of support because, you know, we live in the state by ourselves, so it's not like we have family down the street. Family is an hour and a half and 3 hours and 6 hours away. So I get it, and it's for whoever has to deal with these situations where you have to reintegrate in the home. You just have to see both sides. They have to see your side and you have to see their side. You know, I had a hard time with just listening to a bunch of noise. You know, besides the outside noises that were consistent, you know, I pretty much was in a room that was quiet all the time. Like when I was in my room, it was quiet. And now I find myself in situations where it's just people talking and noise, and I'm just like, please bear with me, you know. And you find yourself just overwhelmed with everything, and you find yourself just not want to be bothered and not caring all at the same time. And then even still you listen to conversations with people and you're just like, it's not important. I don't want to talk about it. Even people asking me about like how my experience was overseas, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's terrible. And don't take that to say that, oh, I must have seen some things, because that, they didn't see nothing. It's just, everything is different, everybody's different, and everybody has different experiences and take different kind of tolls, and everybody's mental health is in different stages at different parts of your life. So dealing with all that and coming home and knowing that, you know, like my house was kind of like a capsule and it kind of stood still a little bit when it came to certain things. Like I had to clean out my whole refrigerator. I was like, throw the whole refrigerator away. Not that it was a bad refrigerator, I just didn't want it. I had to clean the whole pantry out just to put the groceries away because things weren't the way that I wanted it. So once again, just trying to reintegrate. It's a tough process. If you're dealing with it, just make sure it's slowly. Don't overwhelm your family. Don't overwhelm your friends. Don't think that they understand, you know, where you've been, what you've done, how it is to be away from their family. And the same thing is, don't think that you understand what it is to just be the person left at home. You know, take your time and come back slowly. Drink some wine. Not a whole bottle. Don't get the big glass and be like, I only had 2 glasses. This is the whole bottle right here. Okay? That is a whole entire bottle of alcohol. And what we're not gonna do is be alcoholics, okay? We're just gonna be a little sophisticated and drink our little wine. But that's really all I have. Other than it's just a long journey, and my reintegration process is far from over. You know, I still deal with a lot of mommy guilt. It's only been 60 something days. The mommy guilt is real, and of that 60 something days, I was gone for another 30 days. And I find myself trying to overcompensate by trying to do stuff with her. Like, I feel like I'm trying to make up for a year, and there's no way. I can't make up for the year. I can't get it back. She can't get it back. All I can do is be the best version of mom and wife and sister and daughter that I can be to everybody without being pulled in 400 different directions to satisfy everybody. But I'm trying my best, and it's a process, and hopefully, you know, it turns out for the better. So again, that is all I have. Please comment down below if you've dealt with this, or you know someone who's dealt with reintegration. Please share this video. Have them comment, you know, let me know how they did it, because I'm still working through it. I know there's a lot of avenues that I can do. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. There will be no video because I'm pretty sure you know how to open. These are screw top. I don't know why a lot of wines are going to screw top. I like the cork. But anyway, you know how to open up wine. Yes? I'm going to get an aerator next. Wait and see. You know how to pour the bottle of wine. and you know how to drink it. Drink a bottle of wine. I'm doing wine tasting tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic. Drink a bottle of wine. So there's no need to put that in a whole daggone video. Okay? But look out for more videos. Episodes will be dropping every week. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.